Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Post Market Report sponsored by Delta.exchange. What a market! It was unbelievably volatile. Markets opened firm on the back of a positive global cues, and the markets was really very good. And even during the budget, there was nothing negative in the budget. People were worried about tinkering with the long-term capital gain tax, and so nothing related to stock market. So I always say, no bad news is already a good news. And at some point of time after the budget, Nifty future even crossed 18,000. And remember, it broke 17,500 just 1 or 2 days before. Today, it shot up above 18,000. And then around 1 p.m., there was a news. And that has changed the whole thing. The Credit Suisse is a bank in Switzerland. So they stopped accepting ADANI bonds as a collateral. So what happens? People put the money in ADANI bonds. So they give that bond as a collateral to the bank, and then they do trading in stock market. So they said abruptly that bond will not be accepted as a collateral. So which means that the people have to square up their position, or they have to give some other collateral or cash. So I think probably that is the reason, because until afternoon, Adani Enterprise and Adani Port were okay. It was down but not out. But what happened after this news? Both the stocks started for a free fall. 10% lower circuit, opened 15% lower circuit, again opened 20% lower circuit, again opened 25% lower circuit, again opened 30% lower circuit, and again opened, it went very close to 35%. I don't know whether it hit a 35% lower circuit, and 35% a stock can fall the day after its follow-on public issue closes. Very clearly, the follow-on public issue was not a success, and it was made as a success. There's a lot of rumors floating around. So it seems that Reliance promoters, Airtel promoters have subscribed for this follow-on public offer, and probably the market rumor says, so they have an understanding with Adani that Adani will not be starting a telecom company. So that's why they've done it. So another conspiracy theory goes, the people who have applied for the follow-on public offer, whatever it is, for some understanding or whatever it is, so they started worrying when the market started falling. And because by the time they get the shares after a few days, the price may be lower. So they started taking some short position in futures and options. So that has dragged the market very well. So it was a free fall. And when Adani Group stocks fell, the scare has spread to banking stocks. And banking stocks, it shot up 1,500 point. From there it fell 2,500 point, and again shot up 800 point. On a close to close basis, both Nifty and Bank Nifty fell less than 0.5%. But intraday the volatility was so huge that nobody could have managed it. So if the people would have made huge losses if they have traded without any stop loss. So all in all, the budget was on expected line. The budget was negative only for tobacco, and anyway the tobacco companies recovered because the markets felt that so the companies can pass on the additional burden to consumers, and then some insurance companies. So I think some tax exemption was withdrawn for the premiums of more than 5 lakhs, something like that. And then LIC has fallen. I think the time is very bad for LIC. Today LIC, is a double whammy. One, the budget negative for insurance companies, and number two, they have large amount of investments in Adani stocks. So even as per their own statement, few days before, their value of the Adani stocks is over 50,000 crore. If they fall like 40%, 50%, so it's a very huge loss for LIC portfolio. So global cues are okay. So I think today once again the panic was created by Adani group of stocks. So let us hope tomorrow market stabilizes. Let us hope there is no more negative news for this Adani group of stocks. And because other Adani group of stocks, they hit a lower circuit, no trade can take place. So only tomorrow. But Adani Enterprise and Adani Port. So the people who had shares in some other Adani groups, when it lower circuit, when they cannot sell it, so they take short position here, so that tomorrow if it falls further, they can manage. So other group investors, Adani stocks investors are taking short position. People who applied for FPO taking short position. I think clearly this Hindenburg is winning the game now, the way the rout has happened in Adani stocks. So anyway, so we have to face it, whatever it comes. And so surprisingly, at the end of the day, I thought the way Bank Nifty was falling 2,500 points, I thought today FII would have sold for a huge amount of money. But surprisingly, at the end of the day, FIIs were net buyers for nearly 1,800 crores. And the domestic institutions also bought for about 500 crore. So net institutional inflow is about 2,300 crore. Probably these people would have come, when the market was in absolute panic. So once again, Nifty visited 17,400 and market recovered. So I have already advised you last week itself, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So these 3 days is going to be a huge roller coaster ride, and that is what exactly has happened. And today the intraday volatility was so huge. But on close to close basis, there's nothing to worry. And but by looking at this in the morning also I said, so if on budget day, if things are good, it's likely to be good for next few weeks. But now budget day has closed negative. But if you remove the Adani saga, then Nifty would have ended in green. So we have to wait for this some kind of stability in Adani stocks before taking any view of the market. So until then, so better to keep away from market. So that is the best advice. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.